Hello everybody and welcome. This is Adrian. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's gonna be time for some StarCraft Remastered as the Protoss. This is gonna be episode number 3. This is gonna be our Protoss campaign. It is time to start because we finished up our previous campaign, the Zerg campaign. So let's jump on in. Protoss campaign, the fall. The Zerg Overmind has succeeded in invading the Protoss homeworld of Aiur and has embedded itself into the crust of the planet. Now, as the agents of the sinister Overmind spread chaos and destruction across the face of Aiur, the stalwart Protoss defenders prepare themselves for the coming onslaught. First, strike.
Entaro Adun, Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not. The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must reinforce our outpost in Antioch and make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Phoenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
Okay. So I gotta admit, the Protoss campaign is one of my favorites. If not my favorite. Yeah. This game is pretty cool. So we're gonna be playing as a Protoss. It's time for some Protoss. So, just in case anybody has not played StarCraft before, the Protoss are basically psionic warriors. Very, very beast, very expensive. They're very powerful. These guys are by far the most powerful race in StarCraft. They're terrifying though. They are terrifying. The Protoss can kick some serious ass. They have shields as well. Like, look at you, these guys take out, like, hydras and shit with relatively little difficulty. It's pretty gnarly. And, they have shields, and you can let the shields regenerate over time just to give these guys a little bit of health. You know, or at least keep people back. When their shields go offline, you can keep them back for a while. You know. And they're kind of like Spartans. They're really, like, you know, gung-ho about, you know, warfare and... they're really good at warfare. They don't like to go to war, but they do kick some ass. If they have to go to war against someone, they'll not disappoint. But they have a lot of honor. You know, honor is important to these guys. They're kind of like samurai, you know.
Executor Entaro Adun, it is good to see you once more upon the field of battle. I hunger for battle. All of our probes were lost in the last Zerg attack, and we had no resources with which to replace them. As you will. Confirmed.
Okay, let's go in and warp in some probes. So the pylons power structures, and probes are little robots. So those are, you know, those are workers. And then probes warp in pylons. Pylons are also how we increase our supply cap, so they're kind of important.
I had intended to construct photon cannons here for defense, but without probes we could not do so.
And all right, let's go and start mining some resources. So this mission probably won't take too long. You know, these dragoons, they're ranged, they're pretty good. And then they got the zealots, these are beast. The zealots are pretty beast, man. They can take out, I think, like 2 zerglings, or they can take out 2 marines in 1 life. Yeah. So you have to have a lot of troops to deal with zealots. And then Phoenix is just like a better zealot, so he's just fucking raw. You gotta be careful with that guy, because he can kick some serious ass. Protoss units are expensive, though. They're 100 minerals per zealot, and I think it's 100 minerals and 50 gas for 1 dragoon, and they both take up 2 population slots. So whereas, like, I don't know, a Terran could build 8 marines with 1 supply depot, you can only build 4 of your infantry units. You know? Something to consider. And you can't repair structures either. You cannot heal Protoss units, and you cannot repair their structures. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Load drones. I am needed. I love the Protoss though, they're really strong. They're really good warriors. In StarCraft 2 in particular, I think Protoss was my favorite race. It was the one that I was best at. You can give the Zealots, you can give them a speed upgrade, which makes them run a lot faster. It turns Zealots from terrifying into, like, extremely terrifying. They move really fast. He was wounded? Oh, one of the blue guys was wounded, huh? That's some really nice music, too. Okay, so let's keep getting a couple more probes. I think we need yeah, like 2 more might do it. 2 more might do it. So these photon cannons here, they're 150 minerals per 1 photon cannon. That's actually kind of expensive for their health. They only have, I think, 100 shields and 100 HP. So the photon cannons are sometimes not the best investment for defense. But I mean, considering how powerful the Protoss troops are, you really should not need to rely too much on photon cannons for defense most of the time. You should really try and rely more on your troops. So, you know. We'll probably grab, I think 5 Dragoons is fine. I think we probably need 12 Zealots and then we can go up and assault the enemy base. I honestly probably don't even need these cannons, but, you know, it's fine. Whenever we'll get them. Just because I want to show you guys. Usually on your more important structures, you want to double up on pylons. So like say you had like 4 gateways right here. You want to build, instead of 1 pylon, you want to build 2. Because the enemy, they'll go after your pylons primarily, especially human players. They'll go after your pylons, and if your pylons are destroyed, your buildings don't work. So it could really slow you down. That's the way to destroy your economy. That's the way to destroy everything you have, is to cut your pylons. Alright. Oh, so it's 100 shields, 100 HP. Interesting. Yeah, you can also tell Zealots take a very, very long time to build. I probably could have built 2 Marines in the time it took for me to recruit just 1 Zealot. It's pretty crazy, dude. Pretty crazy. I actually don't mind grabbing 1 more gateway, that's fine. I usually think a minimum on gateways is probably 2. Especially in some of the longer, larger missions where you have like multiple bases and stuff, you probably need like 4. You know, to train infantry forces. The thing is about the Protoss is they have very, very powerful air units. And pretty powerful, you know, vehicles and stuff like Reavers and Archons and things. But infantry are essential to any Protoss army. You really need a lot of infantry. To be able to hold down the ground. A good mix of Dragoons and a good mix of Zealots, and you could basically defeat any Terran or Zerg infantry force. And then you could build, you know, bring in like carriers and crap, and you could bring in, you know, some scouts and stuff. So, but you need infantry for the Protoss. You know, whereas like say with Zerg, like you can get away with mutas, like a big huge muta force with some you know, with some guardians or something, and like that'll get you by, you know. That'll get you by.
Immediately, as you will. She house. What now calls? Your command. My life for Aiur.
My life for Aiur.
My life for Aiur.
Yeah, you could tell these guys are kind of devoted to what they do.
Your command. Immediately.
Every time you also have a shield upgrade, it actually affects all the shields everywhere instead of just on units. So it makes your buildings, you know, harder to destroy and shit.
I hunger for battle. Nakbagala.
Let's be careful with Phoenix.
I long for combat.
Let's be careful with Phoenix.
Of me. For Aiur.
Let's get all the troops up on the hill before we engage.
What would you ask of me?
Make use of me. Like, look at this, dude. Look how fast these guys destroy colonies and shit, man. These guys are beast.
What would you ask of me?
I believe for every attack that the Zealots have, I think it's 16... Is it 16 damage? Not sure. So, you could take out a Zergling in one hit, usually. Damn it, Phoenix! Yeah, Phoenix can two-hit Hydras. No, no, not my Dragoon. Beast. That noise that the Zealots make, you know, the weapon noise is probably one of the most iconic noises ever in any strategy game or any video game ever. I'm telling you, man, you play that for somebody, somebody will know what game that's from. Seriously.
Executor, although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Aiur. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
Oh, awesome. All right. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for this mission. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much.